What's up, guys? My name's Derek, and on today's video, we're gonna cook some food with a subwoofer voice coil. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Sundown Audio, unofficial YouTube channel. And as you saw in the intro, we're doing a little experiment today. We're going to cook food with a subwoofer voice coil. So real quick, let me show you what we got going on here in the start of our little experiment. This is a big 4-inch voice coil from our Sundown Audio Team Series subwoofer. It is a huge 4-inch coil, 4-inch diameter, and it is 4-inch tall. We joke around, call it the 4x4 off-road coil. It is a massive coil. We're using this coil because it has a ton of surface area to dissipate heat into the water. So yeah, if you see, we got a pot of water. It is full, so the whole coil, all the windings are submerged. We're using our Sundown Audio SCV 4000 here on the test bench, and it is wired straight to this voice coil. Raw coil, no subwoofer, no motor, anything, no magnet. So we have a raw coil just absorbing all the power from that amplifier. We're kind of monitoring our AC voltage output. This is a what we call a dual 2 coil. Don't worry about DCR, but so we're basically wired at 1 ohm because this is not exactly in a motor. It's not in that magnet in the electromagnetic field. We won't get a reactance like you would in a typical setup. So we just know AC voltage basically squared, since we're at a 1 ohm load, resistive now because it's a raw voice coil. And we've been doing some playing around already. I'm sure you can see some bubbles in here. You might even see a little bit of steam floating around. And we've been playing around, heating up this water, and just having some fun playing with a little experiment. Now, we think we're reaching the limits of what our SCV 4000 will do. It's good for about 5,000 watts, and this 4-inch coil, we rate it at 5,000 watts RMS. That's inside a subwoofer with a lot of cooling. We have even more extra cooling being it's sitting in here in a pot of water. We've already gotten this thing decently warm, so we're sitting around 140 degrees right now, trying to show you all that. It's hot enough, I don't want to hold my finger in that water. So what we think we're gonna have to do, we're gonna have to get a bigger amplifier to really juice this up, get this coil hot. I'm sure y'all know, if you've been in any basic high school science class, water boils at 212 degrees. So we still got a good ways to go. We need more power. Best way to do that, bigger amplifier. So what do we have down here? The Sundown Audio Salt 12. Big monster beast of a Salt 12, good for well over 20,000 watts. We're gonna get that thing put up here on the bench, hooked up, wired up. Brought us in a little portable table, so we're gonna move all this off of the test bench so we can get the amp in here. We're gonna get a bunch of power on tap. We're gonna get this whole pot of water to boil, and then we're gonna cook some food in it. I don't know, maybe I was thinking ramen noodles. Brandon wants to do some eggs. We might do some boiled eggs or something. So go and put in the comments what kind of food y'all think we should cook. We might do a follow-up video later. What kind of good food could we cook here using a subwoofer voice coil? All right, guys, here we go. We got a whole new setup that we're gonna try and do here. So we just brought in a quick folding table. Let me show you. We brought in a ton of power. We got the big boy, the Sundown Audio Salt 12. So this thing's capable of well over 20,000 watts. It's wired up here on the test bench. And we've got these speaker wires leading right over here to our pot. We just put in some fresh, clean, cool water. Let's hit it with a temp gun, see if we can get that on camera. So we're chilling about 66 degrees right now. Yep, 66, 66 and a half right there on the former. So fresh, cool water. We're gonna turn this on and see if we can get some bubbles in here. And then we grabbed an egg. We had some eggs chilling in the fridge. We're gonna drop an egg in here and try and boil it. All right, so here we go. We are currently playing a 20 hertz tone. You playing? You feel something?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yep. We start to see some vibrations in the water. All right, so y'all might be able to see little vibrations there in the water. Let your hand up a little bit so we see it. Yep, there we go. All right, so we're giving it some juice. Now I'm measuring the AC output power here. which is currently around 69 volts.
We got steam.
Yep, we already have steam kicking out of the inside of that coil. So we're gonna give it one more click. Yep, you already see bubbles forming on the coil down there. And we're about 100 and what are we at, 112 degrees.
Yeah.
Yep, steam already kicking in, tons of bubbles. So over here on this side, we're at 77. Oh, we got a track reset. 77.2 volts of output. So 77, about 6,000 watts. 6,000 watts of heat coming out of our voice coil right now. Yep, lots and lots of steam coming out of the inside of there. So the way it's being held down on the pot in here, a lot of heat building up right in there. Oh yeah, you can really, really feel that heat steaming up. So do we want to try and give it some more juice?
How hot's the water in the center?
We're about 159, 163, 164. So it's getting up there pretty quick, considering we started at 66 degrees like a minute ago. Let's see. We're gonna give it one more click of power. So we're at 86. 86 volts. So we're over 7,000 watts now of juice.
Kill it. It's getting hot and melting.
Oh, yeah, we're getting
slid the lead off.
we're getting hot on our lead over there.
Solder that on.
Yep.
Yep. Hold on.
Do we have a high temp solder?
Did you already solder it or no?
No.
No, they're just slid on and taped.
Oh yeah, you're gonna solder that. Hook it.
Well, we're chilling back down at
Oh, I think this one's on hook. Yep.
we're about 5,000 watts. All right, let us fix these leads. We'll be right back. All right, guys, we're back. Gotta take a second and talk about a little problem we just had with the leads and our speaker wire. So since we're running speaker wire so far from over here all the way around, I just grabbed one of our spools real quick that I had chilling in here of our 12 gauge speaker wire. Now 12 gauge is a good size wire, but honestly on an amp like this and this kind of power, you should really, really run bigger wire like this right here. This is our Sundown Audio 8 gauge. You should run an 8 gauge minimum. I didn't think we would really get up to a ton of power long enough that it would affect us using the 12 gauge wire, and it has. So the 12 gauge wire, and I can even feel over here, it got warm. That amount of power, even in that short of a time, just a few minutes, sitting around that 7,000 watt range. I think about, we might have seen 8,000 for a little bit. It actually got our 12 gauge wire warm. Now we're going to YOLO it, and we're going to leave the 12 gauge wire here, but we improved our connection, got it good and solid and twisted tight so it can't heat up and come loose again. So we've got a better connection here. We're likely going to melt some of this electrical tape, and but we're gonna roll on through with it. But just note, if you're running a bunch of power in your system, 8 gauge speaker wire, do not stick with something as small as 12 gauge. But yeah, we're back rolling. We've got a blue light on our amp. Salt 12 is ready to roll. Again, we're rolling a 20 hertz tone here. 20 hertz. We're currently at 38 volts of output. We're going to turn this up. There we are to about 62-ish volts. And immediately, yep, you can see that steam coming out again. Bubbles forming instantly.
Water's about 137 degrees.
Yep, 137 degrees in here. Trying to get in good and close. Let y'all see bubbles forming immediately. And the inside gets good and hot. It likes to trap that heat down inside of there.
Water in there is about 147.
Yep, so every now and then you might see Brandon's hand lifted up a little bit, and that's just letting some of that heat exchange and that water get out of the inside. But we're going to try and get it up to about 200-ish degrees. So I'm going to give it some extra power here. Oh yeah, immediately you can hear the bubbles. And the steam is rolling.
About 158.
Yep. So essentially this subwoofer voice coil right now is acting like one massive heat sink, just dissipating all the heat from this power. which is currently around 6,000 watts we're putting into it. 6,000 watts of power being turned into heat and thermally, we'll say exhausting 176 degrees. It's thermally transferring into the water, heating it up. We're gonna try one more click.
We've got a rapid boil in there now.
Oh, yep.
183.
We got a really good boil going on in there. I think it's time to add our egg.
Hopefully I can do this without splashing too much and put my hand over it.
Let's hope it don't crack. Don't crack falling in egg.
I think it did.
I think we cracked.
We're gonna have a poached egg if we did.
Yep. I see foam. Our egg cracked a little bit. All right. I guess start the timer. How long do you boil an egg?
There we go.
Oh yeah, we got some good boil going on. You can see some little bits of our egg floating around in there in the water.
Egg drop too. Oh, boiling over on the side over here.
All right, guys, we're back. I set a timer up. We're about 8 minutes in, and we're gonna pull the egg out of the middle. Just a couple minutes ago, we actually dropped a second egg in around the outside. So there's our first egg that we think is boiled. It's probably really hot. Oh,
It's
yeah.
cooked.
Yeah, we lost our yolk, but it's definitely
Yeah, it's floating
cooked
around
and
in there.
done.
I smell it.
Woo, yep, that's hot. Holy cow. So we have successfully boiled our first egg using our car audio sound system and subwoofer voice coil.
I don't even see the other egg. Oh, there it
It's
is.
right there. Another egg floating around in there. So what do you think next? Give us some more ideas in the comment. We're going to revisit this again. We're going to cook some more food. I'm thinking ramen noodles. Got to do ramen noodles
Hot dogs.
next.
Oh, hot dogs.
Hot dogs. Give us some ideas in the comments. What do you want to see us cook next using our car stereo system? We're going to cook some food. All right, I decided to try the egg. I found part of the yolk. It was hiding in the bottom down here. So it is insanely hot. In case you can't see the steam coming off, but bowl perfect. And good. All right, we're done. Last egg is out of the boiling water. I didn't Google how long to cook an egg. We went about 8 minutes, so we're hoping it's pretty good. Let's see what happens here. Since I ate the last one that came out good at about 8 minutes, Brandon said he'll dig in and eat this one. Bits of egg all floating around in our water down there. Surprisingly enough, it did not take as much power as I thought it would to do this.
Oh, should have been a little longer.
Soft boil, yep. Still got a little runny on the
good, though.
inside. Thumbs up. So, all right. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Remember to leave comments on what food you want to see us cook next. Or if you have any other kind of wild, crazy ideas you think we should try. Something as crazy as cooking food with your car audio stereo system. Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to check out sundownunofficial.com for all your Sundown swag, tees, things like lanyards and koozies and face shields, dust masks, and all that crazy stuff. Sundownunofficial.com. Follow us on Instagram. We have a new Facebook page set up for Sundown Audio Unofficial, so a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff gets posted there. Don't forget to like, subscribe, all that cool stuff, and that's it. Until next time, we'll see y'all then.